So if you're watching this video, it's not going to be real entertaining, but I figured I'd give you guys an update. I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually headed back down to the beach house. I probably got more work cut out for me down there than I do back at the farm property. I really need to pay some attention to that lawn, because that lawn just, I'm sure it looks like crap. So here's an interesting note. The last time I took this route was just after, a few days after Hurricane Helene. And the wife and I were driving home. She was in front of me. She knows the route perfectly. And I don't. So I have to rely on Google Maps or En Route. I like to use En Route. And thank God she knows the route, because we didn't have cell phone service for 2.5 hours driving home. It was bad. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, every single power line was down along that route. There was no cell service. There was no power. We went by one gas station that was a real small rural gas station. And dude, I didn't realize it when we were going there. There was this huge line of cars, and it was like a traffic jam in this little teeny town. And I was like, what the hell's going on? That was the only gas station around for miles that actually had power and had gasoline. So it was pretty crazy. So anyways, I'm heading down there. The lawn is going to look like crap. Like, I don't even know my game plan, to be honest. That lawn, we actually brought in the topsoil, but underneath the topsoil is just junk. Now, back in the late 1800s, I believe it was, my house, where my house sits, there were these huge cement pads. Maybe I'll put up an old aerial photo, and these cement pads were actually called tent pads. The smaller pads, square pads, were, I think there were 7-man tents, and then the large rectangle pads were actually like 12 or 14-man tent pads. But that was right just after the Civil War era. I think it was just after the Civil War that they actually started to build out there on the fort. Now, my house, Fort Pulaski, which is the big fort with a moat around it, that was attacked by the North, and the North was actually positioned, one of their cannon positions, was actually right at my house. I mean, they literally were right on the north end of this island, shooting cannonballs at Fort Pulaski and just pounding it. So there's a lot of history. As a matter of fact, there's an old armory right. My neighbor has one right behind his house. So it's actually pretty cool. What else? I have been busting my butt for the past 2.5, 3 months. I mean, it's been 7 days a week. I mean, it's just exhausting. This is spring. Everything has to be perfect. All the gardens have to be planted. All the food plots have to be done. All the lawns have to be taken care of. The pond has to be taken care of. It's a lot of work, man. But thank God. Now, John comes out 2 days a week. Two, sometimes 3 days a week. Rachel comes out. She's coming out 3 days a week. Now what's going to happen is the schedule shift. John is going to come out 3 days a week and do all the maintenance, lawn stuff. Rachel will be out there 7 days a week. She'll be taking care of the chickens and take care of the garden. And then I actually have someone, a family member of mine will be living at the house, who has a lot of guns and is a really good shot, so feel free to drop by. And of course, all my security systems, all my cameras, so I just don't worry about it. So anyways, I think maybe the next time I open this camera up and start shooting again, I'll probably be at the beach house. Maybe I'll shoot through Savannah. As we go through downtown Savannah, I might shoot. I've learned I always travel early Sunday morning, and I literally have not seen another car. So I left the property like at 7 a.m. It's cloudy, it's gonna rain. When I do this, when I take this route, I don't see another car. I haven't seen one in half an hour. So here we go. course, I pull up to the beach house, and guess who greets me, huh? Guess who greets me? You guys been good, huh? Look at you all. Man, you've gotten so big. You guys were babies when I left last time. Yeah. I know. Woof. Sorry for the wind, but so I pulled up yesterday. I got a whole bunch of stuff done, and then in the afternoon, man, it started raining and it poured. I don't think I've ever seen this much rain hit this place, even through hurricanes. We got a ton of rain. I guarantee it was like 4 or 5 inches just in a couple hours. But man, I got a bunch of cleanup work to do. I had to go drain the pool. I had to vacuum it. I ordered another robot cleaner for the pool because that thing needs to be done. But the lawn itself really needs some help. Doesn't look horrible, but man, it needs work. So I got to replace some blink cameras here. I got to get that done. I've already got them kind of connected up. I got to repair. We had a drunk driver take out a portion of this fence, so I got to get that replaced. The grass itself, this is a mix of zoysia and Bermuda mainly. So I mean, you can see it different places. Some of it's Bermuda, some of it's zoysia, but man, it needs help. So for the past couple months, I've been having a lawn service come out and do applications, and I told them to stop for a while. I'm going to take care of it, but oh man, when you leave a place for 8 months and come back, there's a lot of work to do. Now I do want to show you one thing. I had my electrician come down here and install a whole house generator plug. It's kind of hard to see. It's actually sitting right here. So this is a 4-prong. I'm going to do a video on this. And in one of my last videos, I talked to you guys about using small generators. I have a larger generator here, but this one right here, now one of the ones I was talking about was 2200 watts. This is a 3600 watt. And it'll basically power everything that's 120 in your house. You have to shut off all your 220s. But what I'm going to do is, this one only has a 3-prong. I'm not even going to say the name of it. It's a 3-prong. Basically, they call it an RV plug. So I'm going to trick my whole house, and I've got a RV plug to a 4-prong. So I'm going to trick my house into thinking that it's got full power going into it. The only thing you have to do is you have to shut off all your 220 devices. So you can't use your stove, you can't use the main AC unit, you can't use a dryer, anything that's 220 you can't use, but it'll power the whole house. And the reason why we use this is that thing on 1.5 gallon tank will run 6 hours on 1.5 gallons. You don't need all that power. If I need all that power, I can hook up the big one for an hour or so. Last year we did replace the gas golf cart with the lithium one. Man, this thing is nice. Really like that. My fishing cart, I'll be taking you guys fishing. I use a gorilla cart to have it hooked up. But so what's my plan with this lawn? My plan with the lawn, I think, is to basically come out here, scalp it down low, maybe do a dethatch and start feeding it. And I'm gonna be putting down a ton of stuff, and hopefully Lawn Alive is going to ship to me next week, and I'll put some Lawn Alive on it too. But man, what a rainstorm last night. It was crazy. There's still a lake out in front of the house. Man, these oleanders are getting huge out here. But you want to see how much water we got? Look at this. Look at the pond in front of the house. Isn't that crazy? So anyways, a lot of work to be done here. And I am going to reseed with some Bermuda out here too. And here come the chickens. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing, huh? Hi. What are you doing? You gonna come over? Come here, girls. That's cat Come food. Here, girl. The kitty cat was in here eating. Can you get it? Yeah, you're gonna eat it, aren't you? That's the kitty cat's food. So we basically have some feral cats around the area, and we feed the one that stays here. We call them Spooky Cat. And we feed that one cat. Anyways, I'll get some videos done for you guys. We'll take care of some stuff out here. Just wanted to show you the trip down, and this has been crazy, man. Later, Doc.